Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. This time taking a look at the 1998 Toyota MR-2 GTS. This one's a little bit of a weird one because I've already done this car, but it soon transpired that it didn't feel right. The suspension was very wallowy. I turned on the GT mode of the game and actually found out I didn't modify the suspension in this. Now, I'm really good usually at like double, triple, quadruple checking the cars, but this one must have slipped through the net. This is the first time it's happened as far as I'm aware. I've got power and weight figures for all the cars when they're fully modified, so I know exactly what they're going to do, but yeah, unfortunately, this one did slip through the net. Usually when I have a car which drives a little bit weird, I do end up checking the modifications again, and yeah, this is the first time that a mistake has happened. I am sorry for that, but we are rerunning it, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. The GTS is a very interesting car. It's the most powerful MR2 in the game, 506 horsepower. Yeah, that's a lot, especially when you consider it's mid-engine rear-wheel drive, doesn't weigh a whole lot, and has a lot of torque. There is a high chance this could kill me. Anyways, to find out whether it will or not, it's going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track. It will also have the chance to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is Suzuki Scudero's Pikes Peak Edition at a set time of 27.710. MR2 unlikely to beat that. The best place for this car to aim would be 32.0, which is where the AW11 currently is. Now, the AW11 had a lot less power, but that will probably mean that it's a little bit more controllable as well. So, yeah. Straight away, it doesn't handle nearly as badly as it did. It was really wallowy, it had a lot of understeer. It actually felt like a rally car, but worse when I drove it on the stock suspension. So yeah, Top Gear top tip, always modify the suspension in your cars if you're going to drive them in the GT mode, because yeah, they really do need modified suspension to keep up with the power. So yeah, anyways, first lap of 33.080. Gotta say, it feels a lot more subdued than you'd expect it to. You know, it has got 508 horsepower, which is a lot, but it actually doesn't feel... I ran on the grass and killed it a little bit there. Yeah, it doesn't actually feel all that quick in a straight line or anything like that, which is weird. You'd expect it to, but yeah, it's actually quite nice to drive. The mid-engine rear drive cars, I often say it's probably the worst layout you can have for this track just because of the amount of weight over the rear end, but yeah, this one actually doesn't seem like it's doing too badly. Gotta remember to try and keep it sort of level through the corners. Yeah, it's nice-ish to drive. It's still a little bit on the tricky side. There's a fair amount of understeer. I'm going to put that over, because there's not a lot of weight over the front, there's not a lot pushing the front wheels down. That's usually why you do get understeer in these sort of mid-engined, rear-engined cars. Well, actually, to be fair, rear-engined is actually technically the worst layout for this course, but there's not a lot of cars that are rear-engined, rear-drive in this game. There's only the roofs, as far as I'm aware. There might be another, like, weird one. I don't think there is, though. But yeah, MR2. Pretty good handling car, just whether I can get a good time with it or not, because apparently I've cocked up the last few attempts of having a good time with this car, although this run does seem to be a lot better. Just control it through there. Nicely run to the line. 31.350, wow, that is a really good time for the SW20. Yeah, and it actually could go a lot quicker. That's exceptional. Was not expecting it to be quite that quick. It's actually, like I said though, it's not trying to kill me or anything. It's actually being reasonably nice to drive. It actually kind of drives similar to an NSX. Like, we've had one of those last time round, and that was alright to drive. A little bit of a cock up into that last corner. Sacrifice that lap a little bit though. See how well we can do. Coming up to the final lap though. Ooh. Again, not the best launch into the lap, but a decent one. Ugh, fuck. Just snagged the wall there, and yeah, I'm gonna drift too much into that corner. Damn it, could have gone quicker. It really could have gone quicker. I'm not sure by how much, but it could have gone quicker. But yeah, it's certainly quicker than it was on the stock suspension. It got a 33.1 or something on the stock suspension. But Now properly modified, 31.350 is a pretty good time. And yeah, that makes lap 4 the quickest. Lap 5 could have been quicker. Yeah. Would it have gone under 31? I don't really know, but either way, it shouldn't hang its head in shame, because that's a really very, very good time. Let's go see where it places on our leaderboard. On to the leaderboard then, and the Toyota MR-2 GTS goes into 48th place with a 31.350. Interestingly enough, sledging it right in between two mid-engine cars, the R390 road car and the Honda NSX. Really good time for the MR-2, a lot quicker than I was expecting it to be, and I'm very interested to see how the other MR-2s will cope with this track. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hot Lap Classic. As always, if you want to request cars for the series, you can do so in the comment section and go into the description for a full request list form. Thank you all very much for watching. Till next time, farewell.